Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine with episode 12 Crossfire and episode 13 Return to Grace of season 4. We're about halfway through season 4 now and I am loving every second of it. Every episode of season 4 has been phenomenal so far, and I'm kind of hoping that both of these episodes are also really good. They both contain Kira in the thumbnail, which makes me wonder if they are Kira episodes, but I'm not quite sure if they actually are or not. As you can see, I'm in my room at home and not in my dorm. I'm actually never going to be in my dorm again because I've moved out, which is, you can't actually see, but I have some boxes and stuff beside me right now. So there are going to be no more videos in that old room. So yeah, you're going to have to get used to this room for a bit for the DS9 videos. I also am wearing this Bowie shirt, this Space NASA Bowie shirt, just because my Star Trek Deep Space Nine shirt is in a box and I couldn't find it in time for this video. So I'm wearing this shirt because it's kind of space related instead. Sorry about that. But also my dog Huxley is right here under a blanket. She is fast asleep. Sorry for the messiness of my bed. She kind of scruffed it up a little bit, but what can I do? And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, head to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive live streams, Patreon polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into this first episode now. I'm really excited for it. So I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 12 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, season 4, Crossfire.
Time
07:59 hours.
Maybe this is an Odo episode, actually. No, I really like this. We're just seeing Odo's day. I really like this.
Good morning.
Major.
Aw, best friends. Oh my god, he got the coffee for her. And he's happy that she... Oh, he's in love with her. I totally forgot about that.
Public lewdness.
The same night Ijana reported the assault, I found him and his wife.
Oh, okay. Saucy.
Kiosk on the 2nd level.
That answers my question.
They're getting information on anatomy.
What is it this time?
He was protesting First Minister Shakar's upcoming visit to the station.
Oh, doesn't like Shakar.
Arbiter has sentenced him to 3 weeks community service on sanitation duty.
No, not sanitation duty, guys.
Before Shakar gets here, I don't want him to see it.
Right.
I'd like to file a complaint.
Not now.
Look how nice he is to Kira and me to Odo.
The beast was tromping around up there.
That was for all of 5 minutes. Once you complained, I took the form of a Raphalian mouse.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
You could hear that?
Hello?
Yeah, he has giant ears.
It's luck that you would be assigned quarters right above his.
Luck had nothing to do with it.
Odo did this on purpose. That is so great. And it's the sexy triangle ship again. We've seen that ship before. I like your blue though.
He just wanted to see you in your dress uniform. It does show off your figure.
Why, thank you.
I swear these guys just need a kiss. Bashir and Garrick and Bashir and O'Brien.
I hope Shakar's gotten better at speaking in front of groups. He used to mumble his way through mission briefings.
This is a Kira episode, I think. Shakar's here. Oh my god, and he has short hair now.
Sheer, and of course you know Major Kira.
Aries.
Good to see you again, Adan.
First name basis, as I should.
Come this way, there's quite a crowd on the promenade waiting to see you.
Can't wait.
Why didn't you tell me?
You think there's going to be an assassination attempt? Oh, maybe Crossfire is the love interest. Odo likes Kira, but Kira likes Shakar. Could be interesting, this dynamic.
I've just received a disturbing communication. I have reason to believe someone is planning to assassinate First Minister Shakar.
I knew it. I knew it. There was that guy who didn't like him, so there must be other people who don't like him. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Okay, so we're getting some assassination Kira episode, but maybe Odo's feelings are going to come into play at some point as well. Who knows, but I'm pretty excited for this one. I quite like Kira episodes.
If Shakar canceled his public appearances every time someone threatened his life, he would never leave his office.
We're not.
That's fair enough.
We're talking about a Cardassian extremist group that's already
Cardassian
succeeded in
extremist
assassinating two.
First group? My brain, man.
Way already has an operative in place aboard the station. I suggest you cancel the first.
I like that name, The True Way.
So do I. Shakar knows better than anyone you can't capitulate to terrorists. He used to be one, and the day...
He knows their mindsets.
Starfleet security personnel in addition to my own deputies.
Of course. Commander Eddington is on leave. I'll ask Mr. Worf to head up.
I was actually excited to see Eddington, but Worf is good enough.
I would recommend clearing that entire section of the habitat ring.
I'm afraid that isn't feasible. There are over 1,200 people living there.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Unfortunately, I have found it difficult to establish a routine here.
There are other ways to create order. Your quarters, for example. Everything in mine has its specific place and it's all arranged just so.
Yeah, and Dax moved it 3 centimeters.
Drop by your quarters to say hello. If someone does, whatever happens, don't make them feel welcome.
That would only invite subsequent visits.
Dude, they're the same person.
That's probably because he knows you from the Enterprise.
Perhaps if I am more inhospitable, he will stop.
Aw, don't be so mean to O'Brien.
Well, the reception doesn't start for another...
I know. I want to stop by the promenade and visit the temple first.
Ooh, dangerous.
All due respect, sir, now that you're First Minister, you can't slip in or out of bed without people noticing.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Although to Worf, there's been a change of plans.
Oh, he does not like this. There's no order with Shakar's movements. I love this that this is an Odo episode, though, as well.
I must have thought very highly of you. I know Kira does. She once told me she trusted you with her life.
Oh, that's so nice.
Gentlemen, how are you? Right?
Well, he has been noticed, that's for sure.
Well, it's a pleasure to see you here. How do you do? Pleasure.
Oh, I'm so nervous. There are too many people around. Don't do anything, old lady. Oh my god. Dude, I was on high alert there. I was gonna tackle that lady to the ground. That kid could be a laser beam kid, before all we know, with the technology available.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, why don't you wear that belt anymore?
That's a good question.
It's not as if I needed it to hold my pants up.
I just thought it looked good on you, that's all.
Oh, he's definitely wearing a belt again.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, that's cool.
You haven't even said hello.
You were so busy, I didn't want to bother you.
You wouldn't be bothering me. You'd be rescuing me.
I think there's going to be the attempt, and Odo's going to be in 2 minds to let him die because Kira loves him, or to save him for duty.
No, I don't eat.
Have some. I'm charging by the head for this little function, and you do have a head. For the moment.
For the moment? Oh man, I feel bad for Odo. Quark knows.
We're gonna take a stroll. Oh, and don't stay too close.
Oh, Quark knows. Quark knows. I think Quark feels for Odo in this situation. Because Quark is a really good, like, people person, you know what I mean? Oh, Odo. Don't let him die, though, Odo. Don't let him die. A broken heart can do a lot of things.
You know, I've been a soldier, and I've been a politician. And I have to say, I'm beginning to think that being a soldier was easier.
Yeah, politics, man? No, no, no.
I appreciate your thoroughness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is he gonna ask about Kira?
Was wondering,
Here we go.
does she ever talk to you about me?
Oh, here we go.
Has she ever said anything to you that might indicate that she thought of me as more than a friend?
Oh, you... Odo, please don't lie right now.
Let me think. No.
No. She actually hates you, now that I think about it.
She never complained when things got rough. She was a good soldier, good friend. But now it's different.
Yeah, you love her.
She's still your friend.
I know. I think I'm falling in love with her.
There we go. There are the words Odo did not want to hear.
Sometimes I get the sense that maybe, just maybe, she feels the same way.
She does. She does, definitely. Odo's definitely lying.
Over nothing. I mean, if she hasn't said anything to you, then this whole thing is probably just inside my head.
It's not inside your head, buddy. Your instincts are right.
Maybe I should just be patient.
That's what I would do.
Well, look at him. He's not even looking at Shakar.
Might help her to get over her loss if she knew that there was somebody who really cared about her.
Oh, poor Odo. It's a crossfire of love.
Well, I understand. I don't mean to burden you with my problems.
Oh, I love this shot, you know.
Odo, you know as well as I do that it's illegal to listen to someone's conversation without their consent.
And Quark only does things legally.
In the middle of the night. The fact is, I can't sleep unless I know he's all right.
Aw, Quark, that's so noble.
Feeling changeling. All you care about is order.
That's right.
Oh, please. I know what's going on.
Yes, he does.
You're in love with her.
Yes.
Who?
Kira.
Yeah, he does know.
That's ridiculous.
Oh no, don't be angry. Oh my god, Quark, let's go, man.
I know this can't be easy for
I don't want your sympathy, Quark. And I don't need your advice.
You basically admitted it right there, though.
Computer, time.
0821 hour.
Oh, Kira's late.
Something wrong?
Your Ractigino.
Oh, I had one this morning.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You basically punch Odo in the face at this point.
There's an interesting story behind item 4.
And I would love to hear it, but I'm a little pressed for time right now.
Wait, this episode actually sucks.
I'll make sure security is in place.
Thank you. See you later.
Like, I love this episode, but I hate seeing Odo so sad. Oh my god, it's like every scene is a punch to the face and an arrow to the heart. You know what I mean? Like, it hurts for me to watch.
The upper pylons have the best view of the wormhole.
I've never seen it, actually.
Why don't we...
And the fact that he has to protect them, so he's just like third wheeling this potential relationship is crazy.
I heard someone say that if you happen to see the wormhole open, you get to make a wish.
Huh.
Oh my god.
That's been
I wish
going
to
around the
date
station for a while.
I wish for a kiss. Oh.
We should
Dude,
get going.
they were both down for it.
I'd love to.
Great. How does 1900 hours?
Oh, look at Odo, man. Oh no.
We're falling
Odo, you better not.
here to wharf.
Odo, you better not put Shakar's life at risk. Maybe Odo's gonna turn a goop and save them. I don't know. Yes! Here we go! Not what I was expecting. But so epic. It's like Spider-Man 2.
You're telling me someone overrode the station's comm system, faked Worf's voice, and then sent one of our turbolifts into a freefall?
Yep, exactly.
We don't know that they did that, sir.
What do you mean?
I turned over control of the turbolift without verifying his code.
Yeah, you asked for verification and there was no verification.
Since this incident occurred, that means whoever was responsible is still on the station. I want them found.
Okay, Odo, let's go. Watch it with Shakar's like right-hand man dude.
There might be a trace of the access signal left in the relays. If we can isolate it, we might be able to follow it back to the source. Odo!
Odo, wake up. Just give him a slap.
With all due respect, I do not see how sitting in a chair staring at a wall is going to help apprehend Shakar's would-be assassin.
Fair enough, Worf.
She already gave us her statement.
You follow your leads, Commander. I'll follow mine.
Do you think he's gonna talk to Kira about his love for her?
What are these men doing here?
First Minister Shakar is in Major Kira's quarters, sir.
How long has he been there?
Since they finished dinner.
I would not go in right now. They might be naked. This could be the naked Kira episode.
Let's have dinner.
Great. I'll see you then.
Oh, they definitely did the thing.
I was wondering if you had a moment to answer a few questions about what happened in the turbolift.
Sure. Come on in.
Lights.
Oh, they even had candles and mood. Yeah, they definitely. There's a pineapple there too for some reason. Strange.
Weeks without a bath. We've spent long, cold nights huddled together for warmth. There's no mystery left between us. We're friends, that's all.
Yeah, are you friends though?
This must seem so silly to you.
No, not the least.
Do you think he's gonna admit it this episode to her? Oh no, this hurts.
You're such
no,
a good friend to me.
Oh, he's so friend-zoned.
You wanted to ask me something about what happened in the turbolift.
See some
Yes,
kissing. This is like prime kissing camera angle. Dude, chills, man. The camera work is amazing in this episode.
When he tried to access them, I traced the signal path back to him. He was operating out of an abandoned cargo hold on level 31.
Good job, Worf. I'm proud of you.
Your deputies assisted me quite capably. They are well trained. You are to be commended.
Oh my god, Odo's about to rage mode in his room. This is the most emotion I've ever seen him have. Oh my god, he is rage moding. He's moving his things more than 3 centimeters, that's for sure.
What was it? A Klingon Targ? A Trellin crocodile? I tell you.
What's Quark wearing?
Odo! Odo! Are you okay?
You can tell he's not okay because his hair.
What was I thinking? How could I have fooled myself into believing she could ever love someone like me?
Oh no, Odo.
What?
Anytime there's an unusual crime committed on the station, I run a pool so that people can bet on how long it'll take for you to catch the Frankly, I don't care whether you and Major Kira end up living happily ever after or not. I just want to see the situation resolved.
There's no way that we could get back to betting on this.
Unless you do something about the situation, I'm going to have to stop running the pool.
I'm devastated.
You should be. The fact that the pool exists says something about you.
Yeah, it means that you're good.
But I'm just looking out for my business.
Funny. For a minute there, I thought you were talking to me as a friend.
I think he was at the same time.
Nah.
Interesting relationship they have. He was talking to him as a friend. He was. He doesn't have to say it.
Yes.
Oh, he's admitting. He's admitting this episode.
But I've given it a lot of thought. And
Go on.
I'm afraid I won't be able to make our Tuesday morning meetings anymore.
Oh, is he trying to forget her?
Maybe we could have our meetings at another time.
My schedule is rather tight.
I'm gonna have to not see you anymore.
Or maybe not, but I kind of enjoyed doing it. I thought you did too.
Of course.
Odo, you have to admit it. Come on. You're just gonna ruin this friendship.
I understand.
Odo, you're gonna lose Kira as a friend, and there's no belt. Look at her. She just said it. She just said what I said.
I'm just trying to keep to the essentials, Major.
See you.
What's going on, guys? This feels like a breakup, you know?
Oh?
I heard some noise, and when I went to complain, I found a work crew installing soundproofing in the floor.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm having the floor reinforced. The fact that they're soundproofing it as well is incidental.
Sure it is, sure it is.
Thanks anyway.
Oh.
Don't mention it.
See, they are actual friends. They are actual friends. They just have this hate playfulness about them. This episode hurts me. This episode hurts me, guys. I actually have chills. What the heck? It feels like they're just not going to be friends anymore. I felt like a breakup at the end. Odo, you can't do that. She's one of your best friends. And you just kind of cast her out of her life. Your life. And that was my reaction to Crossfire, episode 12 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And that episode was really sad. That was a really, really sad episode. I hated that episode, but I loved that episode. It was an Odo episode, not a Kira episode. I thought it was a Kira episode just because Kira was on the thumbnail, but it turned out to be an Odo episode and an Odo romance episode, in a way romance episode, an episode about Odo's feelings towards Kira, which I completely forgot about. They set up Odo's feelings to Kira in season 3, a little midway through season 3, I believe, and then they haven't really done anything with it since, and they came back to it in this episode, and yeah, I was just like, oh my god, yeah, Odo loves Kira. Odo is in love with Kira, and when it was the Kira Shakar episode, you could kind of feel like this thing brewing between Shakar and Kira. There was like this little like flingy, mingly type thing happening between them. But, you know, I didn't think Shakar was going to come back. But obviously he became minister, which means he's important enough to come back into the show. And he came back with short hair. I liked him with short hair. And it turns out he is falling in love with Kira as well. And you could tell with the interactions that Kira is also falling in love with Shakar. And so the episode was Odo's struggle to do his job well and also, you know, temper his feelings about Kira. And yeah, I don't know where to start. The directing in this episode was absolutely fantastic. The intimacy that we had with Odo a lot of the times, there were these amazing shots throughout the episode where people would be talking or things would be happening, but the camera was solely focused on Odo. One of the ones that I'm talking about in particular that I loved was when Shakar was having that one-on-one with Odo, and Shakar was basically asking Odo whether or not he should ask Kira and tell her about, you know, his feelings towards her and stuff like that. And Odo was looking, it started with eye contact towards Shakar, but eventually it just became staring off in the distance. But as Shakar stood up, started walking around the room, the camera didn't follow him. The camera pans to Odo, and then it stays close up on his face, and we get to see his reaction, the sadness and the despair in his eyes, knowing that he's in this uphill battle in this relationship, and Shakar definitely has the better hand in this situation. And you just see Odo staring at the floor, kind of in this daze, and wow. And Shakar in the background just out of focus, because the focus, like what is important, is Odo's reaction. It was fantastic. I loved the intimacy of the directing. It just really made you feel for Odo, and I've never felt for Odo more than in this episode. Like, I felt so bad for him. The one-on-ones that he had with Quark, the way that Quark understood what was happening straight away, which makes so much sense because Quark is a people person. Quark can understand the actions of people. He's really, really good at that and good at talking to people as well. And I love the interaction that they both had in Odo's room, because obviously Quark is talking about it in a business sense, but Odo and Quark have grown to become friends. They don't admit it to each other. They act like they hate each other, but they are both friends and they both do care about each other. And so that conversation kind of had these double meanings where Quark was talking not only about his business, but also about Odo, and he was trying to give him some friendly advice, and Odo installing the soundproofing kind of confirms that they both do care about each other. And, you know, Odo's soundproofing the floor means that he did respect Quark, and it's almost like a thank you for Quark kind of telling him what to do. But I think Odo chose wrong, to be honest with you. It would have been awkward, don't get me wrong, if he had said, Kira, I'm in love with you, but he's stopping the friendship altogether. It looks like I'd be interested to see the interactions between Odo and Kira moving forward, because it seems like Odo is trying to cut Kira out of his life completely in order to lose this attachment that he has towards her. And so that conversation with Kira at the end felt like a breakup. It felt like a breakup, like if two people were in a relationship and breaking up never to see each other again. That's what it felt like. And I think Kira felt like that as well. And wow, it was just heavy. It was a heavy episode. I hated watching it because I hated seeing Odo look like that and feel like that, because it made me feel so horrible. It made me feel so lost and confused and sad, and that's exactly how Odo felt. And man, I just wanted to give him a hug. When Kira gave him that hug near the end of the episode, and it was like, I'm so glad you're the first person to know. You're the best friend anyone could ever ask for. I was like, oh, just stab him in the heart already. Just end his life. You know what I mean? Like, it was probably one of the most painful episodes to watch, but it was also a fantastic episode. That being said, we are moving on to the next episode now. I hope this episode isn't as painful as Crossfire. Crossfire, like every second of Crossfire felt like someone was shooting a bow and arrow straight into my heart. Every second, it felt like I was getting stabbed a million times. Like, that's how painful it was to watch this episode. Not because it was bad, but because Odo was so love-stricken and sad in this episode. And yeah, okay, next episode 13, Return to Grace. Maybe it's a Kira episode. Kira's in the thumbnail again, so maybe this is a Kira episode. Maybe it's not a Kira episode. Who knows? But let's find out. I hope you enjoy my reaction to episode 13 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Return to Grace.
They're suffering outbreaks of all kinds of diseases and in epidemic proportions. Besides, you've only got 12 more inoculations to go.
Oh, is she going to Cardassia?
Obscure Cardassian outpost to share Bajoran intelligence about the Klingons isn't exact.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, it was a personal request, all right. Shakar took me to my favorite restaurant in
Manipulation.
and then took me to his home and gave me a massage with collage spice oil.
Too much information, Kira.
Yes?
Good. It means the vaccine's beginning to work. Everything will settle down in a moment.
Major, may I speak with you?
In a second. She's seeing melons.
Photon torpedo guidance systems, long-range sensors, enhanced warp core overdrives.
So everything.
Undoubtedly.
Is that all?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'll be right back.
Oh, is she gonna vomit?
Come in.
Hello, Major.
Oh, yes.
What are you doing here?
Let's do the two of
I'm
them
to
road trip
escort
again.
you to your meeting on Korma.
Yes, the last time was such a good episode.
Bajoran daughter back to Cardassia, I'd still be chief military advisor to the Detapa.
Yeah, Indiscretion might have been my favorite episode of the season for some reason.
Exactly 1 week after my mother disowned me, and my wife took our children and left.
Oh, what? At least you have your daughter still.
Look, if it makes you feel better to blame me, go right ahead.
No. I blame no one but myself.
And you a little bit.
If someone under my command had behaved so outrageously, I would do the same thing to him.
Respectable, Dukat. Honestly, respectable.
Everything I have lost, I will regain. It's only a matter of time.
No, I actually believe that too, you know.
May I take your bags?
Oh my god, he's actually like a porter. And why does Kira always have a pineapple? Like, I'm not even joking. Why does she always have a pineapple bowl? Star Trek Deep Space Nine! Sorry, I was like in the zone with my hand listening to the music. I got completely sidetracked. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see my dog, but she's up. She's up and at him. Aren't you, Huxley?
Come in. Sial.
Dude, Sial, I love her.
Living on Cardassia didn't work out very well.
Well, I wasn't exactly welcomed with open arms.
That makes a lot of sense.
Darn ridges on my nose, but not many.
That's kind of cool. Looks like a Cardassian except for the ridges, but that's really interesting.
He never tried to hide me away. He never acted like he was ashamed of me. We'd go out to dinner together, take long walks.
Oh, Dukat, man.
Engineering and tactical ready. Waiting on weapons, sir.
What's taking so long?
It's an old ship.
Lock on target.
Target set.
Fire!
Oh, you really showed that asteroid, Dukat.
To recharge time by routing power through an anodyne capacitor.
Thank you, Major. That's very helpful.
No, it actually might be helpful. Oh, never mind. They don't have one.
Any anger I may have expressed is due to my frustration over the complete inadequacy of this vessel.
That's very fair, to be honest with you.
I hope you'll allow me to make it up to you.
Wait, he's actually so different now?
Far be it from me to stand in the way of tradition.
4 or 5 years ago, these guys were sworn enemies, Dukat and Kira, and now they're having dinner on a cargo ship together.
Despite everything that's happened.
You may not believe this, Major, but when it comes to Ziel, I regret nothing.
You dropped a cube.
By the way, Major, what is this I hear about you and Shakar?
Yeah, they're in love. How does he know this?
The intelligence file I kept on him during the occupation is filled with reports of his conquests.
Oh my god.
You were the only female in his resistance cell that he didn't charm.
Oh my days.
So we're approaching the outpost on Korma, or what's left of it.
What are you talking about?
From what we can tell, it's been attacked.
What?
Planetary defense systems have been disabled. Every building has been destroyed.
Oh my days.
Bearing 001, Mark 15.
On screen.
No.
Klingons.
This Klingon invasion has made things super interesting in the galaxy.
They've stopped scanning us.
What are they doing?
Nothing, sir.
Why are they doing nothing?
They're moving off at 1/4 impulse.
They'll pay for their arrogance. Charge phaser banks.
No, don't. You're gonna lose.
Change that.
We're the only Cardassian ship in the area. I'm not going to let these Klingons escape unchallenged.
You
I see Ducat's point, but he can't do this.
blow us to pieces with their first shot.
Phaser banks charged.
Lock phasers
No.
on target.
Ducat, no, man.
You heard the Major.
Target set.
Fire!
Oh my god, you're actually doing this?
Their shields were down, and we didn't penetrate their hull.
Oh my god, the weakest firing of all time. Ducat, you are dumb. Oh. They didn't attack. Maybe the Klingons aren't on that ship, because Klingons wouldn't do that, I feel. There's no honor in that.
I suppose from their point of view, there's no honor in destroying a worthless...
Oh my god, you're right. I didn't think they were that worthless, but that's true.
These Klingons have been operating behind our lines with impunity. Someone has got to stop them.
You can do it, Ducat.
It's true, but what can we do about it?
We can go after the Klingons.
What? What changed your mind?
A moment ago, you were advising caution.
Yeah, exactly.
I doubt we can lure the Klingons back to the outpost.
Maybe not. But there's no reason we can't make a few alterations to your ship.
Oh, make it a little warship.
Bays were never designed to hold them.
Ducat! You are gonna have to stop thinking like a Cardassian military officer.
Yeah, have an open mind.
I suppose if we disable the tractor beam, we could reroute enough power to operate.
There we go. Now we're thinking like a resistance fighter.
To take a percentage of the haul, but you are going to have to shed a lot of traditions if you are serious about fighting the Klingons.
I like this. I like that Ducat's learning from a resistance fighter.
Tree lock confirmed.
Are you ready? Diverting all power to your station.
Oh, wow.
Fire!
Oh, wow, that's powerful. Oh, man, it wasn't the ship. It was just an asteroid.
Why is it when you smile, I want to leave the room?
I suppose it's because of my overwhelming charm.
Exactly, Ducat.
Major, why are you so reluctant to face the obvious? We make an excellent team.
Yeah, you guys actually do make a good team.
But redemption is not my sole motivation. I care about my people.
I actually believe that.
It amazes me that a woman as intelligent and sophisticated as you could be attracted to such a lumbering, simplest...
Why is he doing this?
And he knows more about how to talk to me than you ever will.
How can you be so sure?
He's trying to rizz her up.
I'm sorry, Major. I didn't mean any harm. I was only making conversation.
Yeah, Kira is very passive with this. You know what? Well, she's aggressive towards Ducat, but she doesn't want this friendship. Maybe she doesn't want to admit that there is a good work friendship here.
Federation standard issue. It's a little less powerful, but it's got a lot more options. 16 beam settings.
16 beam settings.
I can see why my father likes having you around.
I think, you should stick with the Cardassians.
She's ignoring it again.
If we get boarded, I don't want you to have to think too much about the weapon you're using.
You don't like my father very much, do you?
Yeah, I like this kid.
Yes, he did.
It bothers him, you know.
Does it?
Very much. He talks about it sometimes.
What do you think it actually does?
Somehow, I don't think he'd say that if the Cardassians had won.
Maybe not. But maybe losing made him a better person.
Yeah, he's definitely changed from the first season.
My father says that the two of you have a lot in common. That you both did things during the war that you regret.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one thing I can never give him. I think we should concentrate on getting you comfortable
You think
with
she'll ever forgive him eventually? I don't think so. I don't think he deserves forgiveness. Like, I agree with Kira. I don't think he deserves forgiveness. But just because you can't forgive someone doesn't mean you can't move on from something. You know what I mean?
Prizes.
What it says there is not exactly true. Laval is also a weapons research installation.
Oh, interesting.
I think we've underestimated their intelligence network.
Seems like they know the secrets. They also kind of have the only intelligence network now. Obsidian Order is gone. The Tal Yashir, whatever it's called, the Romulan one is pretty much gone.
Make them think that we're a helpless freighter.
We have to make them think that we have valuable cargo aboard.
Oh, interesting.
For them.
Yes.
How bad?
I told you we make a good team, Major.
You do make a good team.
As insightful a woman as you are intriguing.
Though she hates these compliments from him, though.
A hard time accepting compliments from you.
Well, I'll try to restrain my enthusiasm.
I'll try to insult you next time.
Begin modifications to the subspace transceiver array.
Whoa, what a cool shot.
And like your friend Shakar, quite a ladies' man. Especially with other officers.
Is he trying to put down Shakar? Is there a reason for this?
I think the first thing I do when I'm restored to power will be to demote him.
Vengeance.
Do despise the cold.
Sir, I've got something.
On screen.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
And destination.
We are carrying replicator and transporter parts to the DAPA system.
I like that he's lying.
I assure you, Captain.
I'm confiscating your ship and its cargo.
Your destination is mine now.
convincing, wasn't I?
I'll let you know.
No, very convincing actually. They really wanted it.
Wait for my signal. Wait.
Oh, it's so close.
Opening.
Fire.
Their impulse engines are down.
Oh, good, good, good.
They're
But they still
relocking their
have their
disruptors
phasers.
on us.
All power to forward shields.
Oh my god. This cargo ship was not meant for battle though. I was thinking it was gonna explode.
I want all power to the disruptors. Now! You, get down.
Dude, this guy's panicking. Oh, what? They're on board. Hold on, Kira. Oh. Oh, that guy actually turned to dust.
Target. Prepare to fire.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so epic. Oh my god, fire, fire, fire on the ship.
It worked. All our people are here and all 36 Klingons are on the freighter.
Dude, it is switcheroo.
He won't get the opportunity.
Oh, you're gonna actually fire. Oh, you killed them all.
You're the terrorist. You tell me.
Kira kind of wanted to kill them as well.
I just found a bigger prize.
Oh no.
It looks like we've got the target priorities of all Klingon raiders in Cardassian space.
Oh no.
I'll contact Central Command and...
No, that's a good thing. Oh yeah. Sorry, target priorities? I thought they were like ships coming in.
Good. Do so. Then make the repairs. I want this ship fully operational as soon as possible.
Dude, look at him. He's so happy.
Perhaps I should go help her. Klingon technology is...
Odd. Good idea. Hang on, Zial.
I can see it being odd. I can see it being really weird. I feel like I wouldn't want a Klingon as an engineer.
They've ordered me not to engage the Klingons in any further conflict.
What? But they're just gonna sit there and do nothing? I don't think that's it. You can do that with the Klingons.
Go on the offensive.
Now, I'd be wasting my breath. They wouldn't listen to me. No one wants to fight.
Interesting. Cardassia used to want to fight.
A mention of my race inspired fear.
That's what I pretty much just said.
I am the only Cardassian left. If no one else will stand against the Klingons, I will.
Okay, Dukat. Okay, man. I like his aggressiveness. I don't think you can peace diplomatic. What? Peace diplomatic? I don't think you can be diplomatic with Klingons.
I others to join the struggle.
It's not that easy, Dukat.
I know. Which is why I need you.
Oh my days.
Eyes with Bajoran and Federation officials, and besides all that, it would give you a chance to do what you were meant to do.
Be a soldier?
On Deep Space Nine, you're nothing but a bureaucrat, an administrator. If you come with me, you can be a soldier again.
That could be tempting for Kira.
Defeated and broken people from a cruel aggressor. You know as well as I do that if Cardassia falls, Bajor is next.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Or to be my friend. I'm asking you to join me.
Oh my days.
At my side.
Do you think she will?
You know what I'm doing is right.
But she's so tempted, right?
Not for Cardassia's, not even for Bajor's, but for your sake.
This is a good speech, Dukat. This is a good speech. You've convinced me.
Think about it, Major. Think about the possibilities.
I actually think these two, powerful combination.
What are you talking about? It's okay. I know what I'm doing. Damar showed me a good trick. Try to stab me with a knife.
Once she messes up, gets stabbed.
Best way to survive a knife fight is to never get in one.
Good advice.
Even more than you hated the brain.
Whatever it takes, I will do it. But I'm gonna need your help.
Wow, she's in this. She's in this for her dad.
Tell me, were you even tempted?
Not really.
Really, Kira?
It's not much of a life. And it eats away at you so that every day a little bit of you dies.
Very inspiring, Major.
I'd actually listen to her here. She has very good experience.
That's not quite all. There's still Zial.
What about her?
The life you're choosing isn't for her.
Kira's gonna take her, maybe to the station.
And that's why you gotta let her go.
Go? Where? She's not welcome on Cardassia or Bejor.
DS9, baby.
She could come to Deep Space Nine with me.
There we go. There we go. I think she will.
Why do you care so much?
Because she reminds me of myself.
I knew it. I was gonna say that.
Captain, a Klingon bird of prey just decloaked off the station.
On screen.
Don't worry, guys. It's Kira and Dukat.
He's asking permission to dock.
Oh, he said yes. Dude, he wants to protect his daughter.
I promise you that.
I know you will.
Major?
That's very respectable. I actually really like Dukat right now. See ya, Dukat. I wonder if she's going to be a very, very reoccurring character on the station, or she'll be like a one more episode in the season.
I certainly hope so.
Ah, that was a good episode. Kira and Dukat episodes, man. There's something about that partnership that is just so good. I really enjoy those two characters' interactions because there's so much hatred between the two, or at least used to be, but Dukat's changed enough where there's like this potential friendship, but Kira's still opposed to it. I don't know, I love it. And that was my reaction to episode 13 of season 4 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine: Return to Grace. And I really loved that episode. Dukat and Kira, oh my god, sorry, I just smashed the desk. But Dukat and Kira are two characters that I never thought I would love interacting so much, but Indiscretion, I think, was episode 4 of this season, and that I think may have been one of my favorite episodes of this season, even though every episode has been amazing so far, pretty much. That episode in particular, I don't know why I loved it so much, but I did, and I loved the relationship between the two. And this episode, again, Return to Grace, the writers knew that they had gold in their hands with these two interacting with each other, being the leads of an episode. And so they did it again. Episode 13, not even 10 episodes later, they do a Kira Dukat episode again, and it was great again. I love the interactions between them. I love that Kira is so opposed to having a friendship with him, but she still accepts in a way that he has changed. She also doesn't want to admit that she's accepted this in a way, even though at the end she's kind of like smiling at him and stuff. She doesn't really want to admit that they work well together, which they do. I think they would be such a powerful, not necessarily couple. I don't think they should ever like have a romantic relationship or anything, but as a duo working together in a war or something, I think they would be very powerful. I think they would be like actually very strong and capable and would give the Klingons a run for their money. But Kira does not take the bait, does not take Dukat's epic monologue speech, does not take his offer to join him in fighting the Klingons. But that was a really good speech by Dukat, by the way. But I'm actually really interested to see what Dukat is up to now as well, because Dukat is kind of renegading, I guess, from Cardassia, because Cardassia doesn't want to fight the Klingons in a war. They want to solve something in a very diplomatic fashion, in a peaceful diplomatic way. And that's the new Cardassia for you. But old Cardassia would have fought them in a war, would have, been very aggressive about all these things, would have not taken lightly to Klingons murdering Cardassians. And so Dukat, because he's still in that old Cardassia mindset in most aspects, he's kind of taken up arms against the Klingons, and I want to know if he'll inspire other Cardassians to move with him, maybe create a movement of resistance, or if it'll just be him alone, like lone gunning and destroying Klingons here and there, and maybe we'll hear updates from him every once in a while. His daughter Ziel, I think was her name, is on the station. I really like Ziel. I really liked her little talk with Kira about her father and how Kira doesn't like her father, but how she sees that he's maybe changed and how she doesn't see a murderer in him anymore. But then Kira turns around and it's just like, that's kind of all I see when I look at him. So two different interesting dynamics, and maybe Ziel can help her open up to the possibility of a potential, maybe not friendship, but acquaintanceship with Dukat. I think that would be interesting. It's cool that she's on the station. Maybe she'll pop up a few more times this season, because I do quite like her character. But I did find it really respectable that Dukat decided to leave her on the station. You could tell that he cares for her and loves for Ziel so much. And the fact that he listens to Kira, the fact that he didn't even argue with Kira when she brought it up in the first place. He listened to her and just went, yeah, that's understandable. Drops her off at DS9 and away he goes. I really respected that. Like, Dukat has changed so much from the first season, and he's honestly becoming, every time I see him on screen, he's becoming one of my favorite characters just because of his character development. I hope he doesn't fall back to the first season Dukat. It's possible, maybe, if he gets too aggressive, if he gains a lot of power, it's possible he'll become like kind of a horrible person again. But I'm starting to forget about all the horrible things he did. You know, it's kind of going under the rug. It's being swept under the rug, and I'm looking at him as this changed person, going, "Oh wow, you know what? He's kind of respectable. I kind of believe that he will become nicer as time goes on." Besides that, though, we got a kind of cool Klingon little space battle going on there. I loved the tactics of the giant disruptor gun thing in the cargo hold, where the Klingons thought there was cargo. They got all greedy. Then boom, boom. I thought it was going to destroy the bird of prey, but it didn't destroy the bird of prey. But then I loved the beaming onto the ship and then beaming the Klingon crew onto the cargo ship. The Cardassian cargo ship was a really cool idea, and I thought it was just such a cool little twist. I was like, oh, I did not expect that. And then Dukat kills them like so easily. He's like, yeah, they're not gonna get a chance. Boom, and presses the button. Like, no remorse, no regret. He still has some of that old Cardassian inside of him, as we saw at the end of this episode as well. But overall, even not just in terms of the relationship between Kira and Dukat, it was interesting to also see what Klingons are up to now. They are still attacking Cardassia. They are in the Cardassian space, and they are attacking planets in Cardassian space at this point. So they are still continuing their attack. They haven't reached Cardassia Prime, or whatever you want to call it, or just Cardassia, I guess is the actual name of the head planet, the lead planet, the center planet where all the government and stuff is. They haven't reached there yet, but they're attacking all these outer planets. Maybe they were going to attack a weapons research base on this planet. That's why they showed up. But it is interesting to see that they are still doing it, and it's interesting to see that a Cardassian government isn't really doing anything about it. You can say they are, but a lot of times this lack of action just kind of is negative in a way, you know what I mean? And it seems like it's pretty negative at the moment. It seems like the Cardassian government isn't doing anything because these innocent Cardassians and Bajorans in this case are dying from Klingons, and they're not angry about it. They're just going, okay, well, we'll solve this diplomatically. Like, how far can you go with that before you have to start a war is my question. And I wonder if we're going to see that further develop in the future. So yeah, I think that is my reaction and review to episode 13, Return to Grace. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And remember, if you'd like to head over to Patreon, there are a lot of early access episodes right there right now for you to watch. So on Patreon, you can watch episodes 14, 15, Sons of Moog, Bar Association, 16, 17, Ascension and Rules of Engagement, and 18 and 19, Hard Time and Shattered Mirror. All those episodes on Patreon for your viewing pleasure right now. If you don't want to head over to Patreon, that's totally fine as well. Next week, you can check out on the channel, premiere or not. Hopefully you turn up for the premiere though. They're very, very fun. Episodes 14 and 15, Sons of Moog and Bar Association. See you then.